I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yeah, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a f. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a f. I really don't.
Like there has been some new developments with the man that said he has 7 children by 7 baby mamas. Obviously, I missed this because I'm not in any way subscribed to any of his platforms, which, by the way, he has a YouTube now, and there's something that has been in the back of my mind about this guy. When I first heard this story, I do understand that there are men that have several children with different women. Something about what he was saying and how he was saying it, even the words that he used, made me feel like he was lying. And this kind of confirms it because unless he comes out with evidence that he has 7 baby mamas and 7 children, I don't believe him. But for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and say he has 7 baby mamas that are preferences, meaning non-black, and his 7 children are biracial or mixed race. This just shows that when you take black women out of the equation, it's just these type of men left to be with a woman that gives them peace, in their words, non-combative, and overall a better woman than anything they could ever produce. You still see the same behaviors with these non-combative feminine women as you see in his own neighborhood with their own group of women racially. When you look at the situation and you do the math, you can see who the common denominator is in the neighborhood. For some reason, him and those who think like him still think they can flex and nobody sees their deviant behavior. I wanted to go back to the first video he made where he stated he did not want the children, but these women who are the cream of the crop. So, question, why would Why wouldn't you want children that come from the cream of the crop? That's the question I have. But these women are forcing the children up on him. The best women, the top tier, the creme de la creme, is acting unladylike, is what he's saying. He said that he could have pulled out, but he didn't. That he could have been more responsible, but he wasn't, and he didn't care. So he was willing to give subpar, dusty, degenerate behavior to top tier women. This is how you treat top tier women. If you remember in the first video, he said these women were jump offs. These were the type of women he didn't have to do anything for. He could do the bare minimum, and these women gave him access to their bodies. If he is ranking women, which he did in the second video, white women are at the top, then Asian women, then Hispanic women, which he called Mexican, but anyway, and then black women are at the bottom. So you want the best. But this is how you treat the best. This is how you talk about the best. And this is what you give the best and the worst, in his opinion. The fuck? Really? I guess he didn't sit down and rewatch his video and listen to how that sounds. He said, do you really think I want to be a father to children from one of them? The top tier woman? Do you think he really wants to be a father and have a child with a woman who's a top tier woman, and definitely not with black women? You see how it doesn't make sense? He said that for a top tier woman, he has no love for them. The best of the best. The tip of the pyramid. You can't get any better than this woman, who, by the way, came out of the testicles of a white man. So I guess white men are the best. They produce the best women. So they never see the big picture. I wanted to play the first video so you could hear what he said then versus this second video.
Hey, let me address something right quick. Why y'all keep thinking my 7 baby mamas are black? I wouldn't fuck a black woman with a hazmat suit on. Why would I want black babies? 9 times out of 10, they gonna be aborted. And 10 out of 10, that black baby ain't gonna have no married black parents. So why would I even try to procreate with a black woman? You got white women, Asian women, Mexicans, then black. Which one you think I want? I want the top tier, baby. Stop assuming that I got 7 black women pregnant when you don't even know me. Talking about I'm affecting the black community. Y'all got the wrong. And another thing, black women got the most baby daddies. Now, think about that shit. Black women are averaging 1.5 to 2 baby daddies. Why would I want something like that?
Now, in the second video, he says he has access to the best. The women that are the baby mamas of his children are the top, way over black women. He said he wouldn't touch black women if he had a hazmat suit on. You know, God is looking out for black women. He said, why would he want black baby? That is the top reason why, if I believe this story. And the kicker was, he said 9 times out of 10, a black baby will get aborted. In his first video, he asked the women to get an abortion or they would take the Plan B pill. Do you see the effing idiocy of this certified, Mitch-made, dumb ass, ignorant ass fool? At the very least, he should be able to keep up with his talking points. At this point, he sounds like he has not finished the effing 5th grade. You don't want to be a father, but you go to a group of women who are good women and would most likely keep the children. When you are saying black women would 9 times out of 10 get the abortion you ask for, which means that it has nothing to do with any behavior. Anything that this fool or any fool says, or anybody who thinks like him, it has to do with your blackness. I'm going to keep saying it. They don't like you because you're black. I know it's crazy. They are black too, but it is the blackness, because it doesn't make sense that he would go to a group of women who are least likely to get an abortion, but within his own demographic, he says the women would most likely do that, and he would be child free, not having to deal with child support or being asked to take care of the child, because most likely she's going to get the abortion anyway. He's making it up as he goes. He is trying to capitalize on that first video that he put out, which is why I don't believe it's real. I wouldn't believe it even if he produced a picture, because people can manipulate images. I don't even know if I would believe it if it came from a woman, because she could be in on it trying to get a bag. He could pay somebody to do it. So I just don't believe him, because he's contradicting himself in his videos. He sounds like a fool. He sounds uneducated and sounds like a effing dumb idiot. And it's sad to know that there are so many of degenerate F-boys out in the world. He also said 9 times out of 10, or 10 out of 10, whatever it was, that black child would not have 2 black parents that were married. And who usually does the marrying? Who asks for whose hand in marriage? The men, right? If children are growing up in a household without marriage, whose fault is that? No critical thinking skills. He claims to have access to the best women, but he's not married to any of them. He's making them baby mamas. He's creating baby mama preferences. He has 7 of them. And he has asked these women to get abortion, what he claims black women are just doing regardless. Well, it's a clear-cut case of projection. Is no different than Kevin Samuels when he was saying black women, our features do not fall under the golden ratio. Non-black women are far better looking if you go by that golden ratio and the symmetry of the face. And obviously black women just have no beautiful faces, no symmetry, none of that. Told black women we would grow old, hit the wall, and die alone. And you see that's what happened to Kevin Samuels. He spoke his own fate into existence. He hit the wall. He was definitely 50 years old, if not older. And he died alone with what people say is a sex worker. Nobody to care for him. Daughter wasn't there. Family wasn't there. The only people that were there were the vultures. You can see everything he says about black women is literally his life. If we choose to believe this, this is his life. Asking women to get abortions, the women getting the abortions, kids growing up in a single parent home where they're not married. Yeah, all 7 of his mixed race children are growing up in single parent homes, the not married to their mother. So it's clear that he's charging black women with his own behavior in life, using his own videos and his own words, that this is exactly what he's doing. He doesn't like black women because they're black, and if he procreates with a black woman, he'll have black children. He does not like being black, it's clear. Some people were very concerned or dismayed about the types of men that put this rhetoric out and stigmatizing black women's image for a check or because they have some type of personal issue like self-hate. The more and more that these men put this out there, come on, the people are smart enough to see through the BS. People are smart enough to see that this is projection and that this is their behavior. The venom that they're spitting towards black women, it's really them calling out their own image. The anger is not so much toward black women. It's more towards themselves because they know this about themselves and they know this about their image. So they need a scapegoat to blame. And the scapegoat is black women. They want to throw all this stigma on black women's image so nobody will turn their heads and look at them and deal with them in their degenerate behavior. Then he ends by saying black women have the most baby daddies. Being the baby daddy of 7 children to his preferences, as if this is a flex of some kind when it's known that black women really do not date out. They prefer to date within their own racial demographic. So that means that these black women have been dealing with black men for the most part. So he's painting black male's image as a baby mama maker. Because any critical thinking woman who is childless and going to make her decision on a mate, she'd step back and look at what he is saying. He has 7 baby mamas that are non-black. He says black women who, for the most part, date and procreate with black males, they have the most baby daddies. One would come to the conclusion that if you do not want any stress, degeneracy, you want someone that will take care of you and your children, you want to be married, you want a healthy household with both parents in the home, you want someone who will financially take care of the household, you and the children, you do not want any baby mama drama in your life, you do not want 5 women showing up with their kids, dropping them off for a play date with yours. You do not want any dysfunction in your life. You should not be with a black man. This is the image that they're putting out there when they go on social media doing this. Even if it's a lie, even if it's made up, this is putting a stigma on their image, and that's on them to correct. If I was him, I would be so effing embarrassed. I would turn my microphone off. I would shut off my social media and I would disappear because I don't believe you can get more dumb than this. And anybody believing a word out of his dusty mouth, you're full of it and you're a fool. I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think about this dusty fuckery and I'll see you in the next one.